What is this and where did I find it? Is it a truck? Is it a plane? We'll find out. Watch this episode from The Fire Pilot. First, a very special thank you to each and every one of our Patreons. It's a very small amount of financial support that goes a tremendous way in making our small YouTube channel possible. Consider your own contribution at patreon.com/thefirepilot. Our channel also works with these amazing companies. If it's aviation, you'll find it at Oshkosh Airventure, the world's largest gathering of aviation professionals and enthusiasts in the world. From the world's latest and greatest Boeing 747 cargo plane for UPS, to the flea market of airplanes, the entire spectrum is represented with significant presence. I like stories and the people who are in them. We ventured off the beaten path just a bit and we wound up in the fly market. But behind the rusted metal are people with dreams just as big as you and I. People who create, inspire, and lead in their own respective world of this thing we call aviation. I met Gino, and here is his story. Hey, it's the Fire Pilot from YouTube, and man, you never know what you're gonna see at Osh 2021. This is day 2 that we're here. It's a really, really happening place. We had a little rain roll through just a few minutes, but now it's cooled things down. But as I'm behind Hangar D on the backside over by the fly market, that's where we're at, the fly market. Really cool stuff over here. I met this cool guy. His name is Gino. Gino, how are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good. So Gino has this. What is this? Why did you do this? Tell me all about this thing.
This is the fabulous Flamingo. It's a DC3 that we converted into a motorhome that you can drive down the road. So it's a full Class A motorhome. It was laying on the ground for about 30 years in Rolla, Missouri. It was a complete airplane after a tornado, and my son and I took it apart and married the two together. It was kind of a dream that we had since I was 8 years old. Never thought that we'd have enough money to do anything like that, but when we told the guy we wanted to do and the airplane couldn't be saved, we just kind of did it. We kind of played with it along the way, and one thing led to another. We had it was like a man cave thing at first.
Sure, yeah.
So we had a lot of fun with it. And then more and more people started seeing what we were doing. I told my boy, I guess we got to do it right.
Yeah.
And some folks helped us along the way a little bit with just the help and different things, and cutting us some deals on stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And then we kind of teamed up with a trucking company, let us go through their trucks before they trashed them, Frontier Truck Parts. But they helped us out quite a bit. And then we built it. And now we drive around. It's our motorhome. We did everything on it is airplane, so your fenders are off of the airplane. The wood that's used in the inside was all out of old airplane spars from like Stearman's and stuff. And
so to put this in perspective, you took a DC-3.
Correct.
All right, a DC-3 fuselage and a truck chassis, married them together, and now it's actually street legal, roadworthy.
It's street legal, it's registered. We had to do some inspections. There's a lot of, there's a list literally that long.
I can imagine.
It's like the Johnny Cash song when we went to register it, the lady was like, what? Yeah, this is what we did. So we met all the inspection requirements.
This is just an example of the ingenuity of the people here at Osh, and just some of the cool stories that you'll find if you just look a little bit off the beaten path. And you guys watching this on YouTube, you can see some of the B-roll footage that we took inside. It's pretty awesome. Gino, this is a pretty amazing deal.
Well, thank you very much.
You know, it's pretty cool that in aviation, we all have a dream. We all started somewhere, and some of us are just too stubborn enough, and we finally see it all through.
It is. I do gotta say one thing. Like I said, we gotta help with it, but the coolest thing about it is when you take people who probably will never see an airplane, like when you're at a gas station and we were in, upstate New York, and there's kids that have never been to Oshkosh or an air show, and you let them go up and sit in the cockpit. Yeah. Because the cockpit, as you saw, is complete.
Oh yeah.
And they get to flip switches.
Oh yeah.
They don't get to do that. Or you put, we had one guy that was a 90-year-old Air Force veteran that flew him in World War II and F-86s in Korea. And we brought him up on there, and we drove him around, and we were at the airport. I mean, bring a tear to your eye. The
guy, I can imagine.
He's got his hands on the throttle, and you just see him. He's 21 again.
Oh yeah, taking him back to those days.
That's when you're like, you know what? It was worth it.
Absolutely.
3 in the morning trying to figure stuff out.
That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Gino. Thanks for talking with us in this amazing
thing.
The fabulous Flamingo. That's
The fabulous Flamingo. It's a DC-3 fuselage and a truck chassis. It's street legal. It's amazing. Check it out. Do you have a website or anything anybody can?
Well, we have Round Engine Arrow, but it's not working right now.
I understand.
It's Oshkosh.
Yeah, right.
RoundEngineArrow.com.
All right. Gino, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And just, again, some of the cool stories that you'll see at Osh if you just get off the beaten path and look. Gino, thanks again.
Thank you.
Aviation is more than just the sleekest airplane or the engine with the most horsepower. Aviation is about people. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Share with friends. We would love your support. Until next time, thanks for watching this episode from The Fire Pilot.